I was thinking about Ghostbusters, and it occurred to me that it's a movie about greed, capitalism, and ignoring government regulations, literally saving the world. So we start with 3 parodies of the worst of academic researchers. They're highly credentialed charlatans making a living on bullshit.
Your theories are the worst kind of popular tripe, your methods are sloppy, and your conclusions are highly questionable. You are a poor scientist, Dr. Finkman.
And they've been doing it for years before either they made some enemies or the university needed to find money to pay for something else. And they're out the door and have to find real jobs.
Personally, I like the university. They gave us money and facilities. We didn't have to produce anything. You've never been out of college. You don't know what it's like out there.
But where are 3 disgraced parapsychologists going to find productive employment?
Well, I have PhDs in parapsychology and psychology.
They combine an American can-do attitude, some proprietary data, and some loaned capital to go into business for themselves as professional paranormal eliminators.
Ghostbusters!
Because New York is having a ghost problem. Some bad spiritual energy is afoot, and these guys' bullshit research suddenly has a practical application.
According to these new readings, I think we have an excellent chance of actually catching a ghost and holding it indefinitely.
And people afflicted with these hauntings will pay big bucks to get the specters away.
No job is too big, no fee is too big.
They're in it for the money, but you can't run a business, especially in New York, without regulators crawling up your backside.
I'm Walter Peck. I represent the Environmental Protection Agency, the 3rd District. Great. How's it going down there?
We can't really blame him. He's just doing his job and he's in over his head.
Shut this off. Shut these all off. I'm warning you, turning off these machines would be extremely hazardous.
To paraphrase old JC, forgive them. They don't know what they're doing. It's kind of funny that the crisis is brought to a head by an EPA shutdown order, but much more than that, the Ghostbusters, now 4 after hiring some help, are the only ones that can save the world from destruction at the hands of a moldy old Babylonian god.
Sumerian, not Babylonian.
Yeah, big difference.
Because they acted on their own selfish motivations and ignored the rules along the way. If they'd done things by the book, everyone would have died while they were waiting for code approval on their containment facility, and I don't even know what kind of regulatory web on their equipment.
Why worry? Each of us is wearing an unlicensed nuclear accelerator on his back.
I'm, of course, being a tad facetious here. I have to point that out before someone writes a wall of text with no punctuation about how regulations are written in blood and I'd give billionaires a free hand to poison the water. Because what billionaire doesn't want to poison the water? Ghostbusters takes the hero archetype, the bold man risking his life to stand up to evil, and folds it up into this spoof of the archetype and our own world. They're not warriors, they're 3 nerds and a regular working class guy. But they're still bold, they're not bound by anyone's rules, they do what needs to be done to save people. And the state authorities, from the functionaries in the mayor's office to the EPA, are portrayed as incompetent meddlers who would have facilitated the destruction of mankind had they not been so inept. Which says something not only about American attitudes at the time, but also the real-world basis for those attitudes. Government is often meddlesome and rarely exudes an aura of confidence. It's late October 2025 as I say this. But fortunately, there were a few willing to skirt the rules and take a stand. Sure, they made a bit of a mess of it in the process, but they got the job done. And the sequel reveals that they were driven into bankruptcy by regulatory actions and lawsuits, but hey, no good deed goes unpunished by the administrative state. Anyway, it's a comedy classic. It still holds up. If you haven't seen Ghostbusters, give it a look. And have a good Halloween, everyone. Many shubs and zools knew what it was to be roasted in the depths of the floor that day, I can tell you.